So, my talk in March is called Transitioning from Soul Sucking Work Over to Selling Your Brilliance. And so, mostly I am talking to the person who is looking to become an entrepreneur or already is steadfast on their path, maybe a couple years in. And in addition to calling myself an intuitive guide and a business strategist, I like to also position myself as a rebirthing angel, so to speak. And so I really help people to, in a way, leave behind the old version of themselves, leave behind the persona that they had created or crafted about what they think their business should look like, about what they think they should be doing or not doing, and really examine truly who they are from a heart perspective, not from a perspective of what other people projected onto them or what their experiences showed them about who they should be, what kind of role they should have. And so I find that a lot of people start on the path and get super excited. They jump right in, including myself. And there's a lot of obstacles on the way. And so I want to shorten the time frame, shorten the time gap that it takes to ultimately eventually get to where you want to be. And the way to really do that is to go through a very personal process of understanding what you're really here to do and who you're here to serve. And it sounds like it could be easy, but, it's just a little bit of market research. But to do it really in a way that's super aligned it takes some time to look through some of the tools, to do an evaluation of all of your experiences through life, the traumas, the celebrations, the hero's journey ultimately, right? So what have you overcome and what have you observed in your life that needs to transform? What are the relationships that didn't necessarily go well, and what did you learn from that? What are the systems that need to be dismantled and put back together, right? And so the people that I tend to work with are really here to make a global impact by developing something that is entirely new. And so when you're creating something that's entirely new, you cannot go into other programs, many of which I've been a part of, that give you a formula, that give you an XYZ, and you can't look at your competitors as well to get a sense of what you should be doing. You need to get into a position of connecting more deeply with your higher self. So I definitely go into a lot of energy strategy, a lot of methodology around curating your own self leadership and understanding what decisions you really need to make without leaning too heavily on people from the outside to tell you what's right and wrong. And navigating that is really, really important for making the right steps in your business. And so I had a beautiful journey and my own tribulations that I really go deeper into the book Success with Source, including, and I will disclose fully, even though I had 10 years plus of healing experience and all of these tools at my disposal, I got into the entrepreneurial path and I got sick. I had this esophageal disease, and ultimately you can see I'm fine now, but it really, really stemmed from some underlying historical issues that I was not even aware of that ended up coming to the surface when I started on this path. And so these are important things to understand, is the connection between your body, your spirit, your soul, and what you're here to pursue, because they're all really interrelated. And so my body at that point in time was really signaling to me that I was on the wrong path, that I was going in the wrong direction as far as the decisions I was making, the work that I was doing, even though I knew that I had the right vision in place. But I was all over the place in terms of going to different voices, going to different mentors, and what I should or shouldn't be doing. And so this is really my call to you to start curating that relationship with yourself. Start really listening to what your body has to say, because there's always clues that are there along the way. And start the exploration process of looking at different tools beyond the personality tests, but really understanding what your design is, how you're here to operate in addition to your role and who you're truly here to serve. And so I'm super excited to be sharing more in depth about how you can really hone in on your gift. And I'm excited to also share with you my archetype guide, which you can download from my website. And that is another way that you can get a better understanding of whether you're, for example, an educator versus a builder, whether you're meant to be a thought leader or you're meant to be a CEO executive. All of these things are really important in terms of how you show up within your business and how you want to then leverage other people, other team members, other collaborators who have different gifts and different archetypes that they are, to then support you in bringing about your mission. So super excited to connect with you. And yeah, just reach out if you have any questions.